Chapter 1. The Munchkins. Dorothy lives in a small gray house in Kansas with her Uncle Henry, Aunt Em, and little dog Toto. Everything in Kansas is gray. There are no trees or flowers, but there are cyclones. Cyclones are very strong winds. They can sometimes blow people and houses away. One day, Uncle Henry looks at the gray sky. He says,
"A cyclone is coming. We must go to the cellar."
"Come with us quickly, Dorothy,"
says Aunt Em. They run to the door of the cellar, but Toto is afraid. He runs into the bedroom and under the bed. Dorothy runs after him.
"Leave Toto and come to the cellar now,"
cries Aunt Em. Dorothy picks Toto up and runs to the door of the cellar, but at that moment, something strange happens. The cyclone is very strong, and it picks the house up and takes it, with Dorothy and Toto inside, into the sky. Uncle Henry and Aunt Em can only watch from the cellar. The house flies and flies in the sky for many hours. Dorothy and Toto are alone and afraid. After some time, they become very tired, and they fall asleep. When they wake up, the house is on the ground. Everything is quiet. Dorothy opens the door quietly and goes out. It is a sunny day, and she sees tall trees and beautiful flowers everywhere.
"This isn't Kansas, Toto,"
says Dorothy.
"Where are we? And who are those people?"
Dorothy can see 3 short men and an old woman. The men are wearing blue hats, blue clothes, and blue shoes. The old woman is wearing a beautiful white dress. She looks at Dorothy and says,
"We are very happy. You bring good luck. The Wicked Witch of the East is dead. The Munchkins are her people. They're happy now because she's dead. Thank you, dear girl."
Dorothy is surprised.
"I don't understand,"
she says. The old woman and the Munchkins smile at her.
"Look, the Wicked Witch of the East is under your house,"
says the old woman.
"Look, you can see her feet."
Dorothy sees 2 feet with silver shoes under her house. She jumps back in surprise.
"Whoa!"
The old woman takes the silver shoes from the Wicked Witch's feet and gives them to Dorothy.
"They're your shoes now. You must wear them because a witch's shoes can do great things."
"But are you a witch too?"
asks Dorothy.
"Yes, I'm the Witch of the North. I'm a good witch."
"A good witch? I don't understand. Where are we?"
says Dorothy.
"We're in the land of Oz. Here in the land of Oz there are 4 witches,"
says the Witch of the North.
"The witches of the North and South are very good witches, but the wicked witches of the East and the West are very bad witches. Now the Wicked Witch of the East is dead. There's only one wicked witch, the Wicked Witch of the West."
"Can you please help me go home to Kansas?"
asks Dorothy.
"Kansas? Where's Kansas?"
asks the good witch.
"I'm sorry, but I can't help you. You must go and see the Wizard of Oz in the Emerald City. He's a good wizard, and he can help you."
"Where is the Emerald City?"
asks Dorothy.
"It is far away. You must walk there,"
says the good witch.
"Can you come with me?"
asks Dorothy.
"No, I can't come with you, but I can give you my kiss,"
says the good witch. She gives Dorothy a kiss on her forehead. Her kiss is special and looks like a little red flower.
"Now nothing can hurt you,"
says the good witch.
"The yellow brick road goes to the Emerald City. Follow the yellow brick road. Goodbye, my dear."
Goodbye,"
says Dorothy. She goes to her house and puts some bread in a basket. Then she puts on a clean dress and the Wicked Witch's silver shoes.
Let's go to the Emerald City, Toto,
she says. Chapter 2. The Scarecrow. It is a sunny day in the land of the Munchkins. Dorothy and Toto walk along the yellow brick road all day. When Dorothy is tired, she sits down by the road near a scarecrow. Suddenly, the scarecrow smiles at her. She is very surprised.
Can a scarecrow smile?
She thinks. Then the scarecrow says,
"Hello,"
Oh,
says Dorothy.
you can speak.
"Of course I can speak,
Says the scarecrow.
but I can't move. Can you help me?"
Dorothy helps the scarecrow to move from his post.
"Thank you very much."
He says, moving his arms and legs. There's straw everywhere.
"Who are you?
He asks.
And where are you going?"
My name is Dorothy. I'm going to the Emerald City. I must find the Wizard of Oz. He can help me go back home to Kansas.
"Where is the Emerald City?
He asks.
And who is the Wizard of Oz?"
Don't you know?
Asks Dorothy.
"No, I don't know anything.
He says.
I don't have a brain in my head. I only have straw."
I'm very sorry.
Says Dorothy.
"I want a brain.
Says the scarecrow.
Can the Wizard of Oz give me a brain?"
I don't know,
Says Dorothy.
but you can come with me and ask him.
"Thank you."
Says the scarecrow. Toto looks at the scarecrow and starts barking.
Don't be afraid of Toto. He's a good dog.
Says Dorothy.
"Oh, I'm not afraid of anything. Well, I am afraid of fire."
Says the scarecrow.
"Let me carry your basket. I never get tired."
Dorothy, Toto, and the scarecrow walk along the yellow brick road. Soon, Dorothy is hungry, so she and Toto eat some bread from the basket.
Do you want some bread, Scarecrow?
Asks Dorothy.
"No, thank you.
He says.
I'm never hungry. Please tell me about your home."
Kansas is a dry, gray place. There are no trees and no flowers. There are cyclones every year. I live in a little house with my Aunt Em and Uncle Henry.
"Why do you want to go back to Gray, Kansas?"
Asks the scarecrow.
"This country is very beautiful. There are a lot of trees and flowers. I don't understand."
You don't understand because you don't have a brain.
Says Dorothy.
Kansas is my home, and I love my home. My aunt and uncle live there.
The scarecrow looks at her and smiles. Dorothy and Toto finish their bread.
Well, let's go.
Says Dorothy.
The Emerald City is far away.
In the evening, Dorothy is tired. They see a little house behind some trees. No one is in the house, so they go in. Dorothy and Toto sleep, but the scarecrow doesn't. He laughs and says,
"Scarecrows don't sleep." Sleep?
Chapter 3. The Tin Woodman and the Lion. The next morning, Dorothy and the scarecrow hear a loud noise outside the house.
What's that?
Asks Dorothy.
"I don't know,"
Says the scarecrow.
"Let's go and see."
They run out of the house to the trees. They see a strange tin man by a tree. He has an axe in his hands.
Help! Help!
Cries the strange man.
What's the matter?
Asks Dorothy.
I can't move.
Says the Tin Woodman.
Can you put some oil on my arms and legs, please? There's an oil can in my house.
Dorothy runs back to the house and gets the oil can. She takes it to the Tin Woodman, and they put some oil on his arms and legs. He slowly begins to move. First, he moves his head, then his arms and legs.
Thank you,
He says.
I feel better now. Sometimes I get wet in the rain. Water is very bad for my tin body. Who are you? And where are you going?
I'm Dorothy, and this is the Scarecrow. We're going to the Emerald City to find the Wizard of Oz because he can help me go back to Kansas. Perhaps he can also give the Scarecrow a brain.
Can the Wizard of Oz give me a heart?
Asks the Tin Woodman.
I don't have a heart, and I can't love anyone. There is no happiness without love.
Why don't you come with us?
Says the Scarecrow.
Yes, you can ask the wizard for a heart.
Says Dorothy.
Thank you, my friends,
says the Tin Woodman. And they start walking again. The three friends and Toto walk along the yellow brick road. They look at all the tall trees near the road. There are a lot of noises coming from the different animals behind the trees. Suddenly, a lion jumps out into the road. He opens his big mouth and roars.
Roar! Roar!
He has big teeth and wants to bite Toto. Dorothy is afraid for Toto, and she runs to the lion and hits him on the nose with her basket.
Don't hurt my dog,
she cries angrily.
He's small and you're big.
Oh, don't hit me, please,
says the lion.
You're afraid,
says Dorothy.
You're a lion and you're afraid. You're a coward.
Yes, I am a coward. Lions must be courageous. But I'm not. I make a lot of noise, but I am a coward,
says the lion sadly as he starts crying.
Don't cry,
says Dorothy.
Come with us to the Emerald City. Perhaps the Wizard of Oz can give you courage.
So they all continue walking along the yellow brick road. At one point, they see a big river.
How can we cross the river?
Asks Dorothy. The lion looks at the river and says,
I can jump across, but I'm afraid.
Don't be afraid,
says the Scarecrow.
You're a strong lion. You can take us on your back, one by one.
Oh, all right. I can do that,
says the lion.
You don't have a brain, but you have good ideas, Scarecrow.
And so the lion jumps across the river. He takes the Scarecrow first, and then he takes Dorothy and Toto.
Whoa!
He takes the Tin Woodman last.